frames after changing the bitrate. So I think we might be good. Serves me
I'm
right.
still in the delay, so.
Okay.
Okay, that already looks better.
Okay, perfect. Serves me right for playing with the settings. I just should never touch anything ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Are you on your potato? I'm on my potato ghost. But my potato can usually run this. But I guess when I'm not playing a game, I don't need to change the bitrate, so I left it at 1,000, and we're gonna leave it at that. I'm not touching anything. It's giving me no dropped frames.
So alright, so as I was saying, Undertale cosplay was pretty big this year. Specifically Sans.
Really?
Yeah, we saw several different versions of him. I think we also saw an Undyne. A couple of Undynes. I'm a lot less observant than he is. Who else was there? Those the most popular ones?
From Undertale?
Yeah, from Undertale. Yep. Alright. We saw a bunch that looked really cool that I don't know what they were from. Someone with a giant snowflake weapon.
That sounds like a League of Legends skin. Like one of the, I think Severe, one of her snowmen's is a snowflake.
Might be.
Yeah.
He was a pretty great snowflake.
That's awesome.
He was saying, like, did you see the person next to her? They were really cool too. I'm like, nah, I just saw the giant snowflake. I think that's was some WoW, a lot of Final Fantasy.
Nice, as there always are.
Some One Piece. Actually saw some One Piece.
Haha, that's awesome.
And not like what you would think. We saw someone dressed as I think it's Raleigh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And some really good Tenzin.
Yeah, really good Tenzin.
Really good Tenzin.
That's awesome.
He went
he shaved his head. He had his facial hair.
Ah, nice.
Painted the whole arrow. It was great.
I love people who do that.
We recognized him later on out of costume. He's like, yep, I recognize that head.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's see, what else do we do? By the way, I'm not being lazy. I'm just waiting for this to dry a little bit.
Did some more glue ink.
And then, what else did we do? We went to the Thornwatch panel and got into the playtest.
Awesome.
So that's changed a lot from the last time we saw it. But it's still similar. It hasn't changed completely. So still really excited for that. And also really looking forward to what they do with because basically they split it into 3 games now. It's not just one game.
Oh, okay.
There's Lookouts, Thornwatch, and Daughters. And each of them plays differently, but has like the same basic core rules, I guess. So right now they're focusing on Thornwatch, and I can't wait to see what they do with Daughters, just because they're my favorites.
That's cool.
I really want to do a Daughters cosplay for PAX this year.
Do it. My dress form should be coming in any day now. So excited.
Nice.
Yeah. That'll be good. I think my favorite part about going to the PAXs is I always come back really sick, but always really inspired for everything. Like, I'm gonna do this thing, and I'm gonna do this thing, and we're gonna do this thing.
Yeah, this PAX Prime this year, or I guess West, last year was the last Prime. I don't think this is going to be one right now.
Oh no.
This is just not working right now.
Just doesn't want to.
I give up. I'm bored.
Just get back to it.
Like, this might be the first convention that we go to with a different costume for every day.
That's awesome. Very nice. What was your favorite? Do you think you have a favorite?
A game?
Yeah, favorite game and favorite cosplay and favorites. What are your favorites?
Epistory was my absolute favorite game.
Yeah.
It's this beautiful little game. It's made by Fishing Cactus. They're based out of Belgium. And there's 2 chapters currently available on Steam right now. And the entire look and feel is origami. They were saying that like they started from the story and that evolved into like, writing and, paper from there, and that led to origami. And it's a typing game, but it's not there to teach you how to type. typing is just the mechanic. It just
Very cool.
it kind of flowed from story to writing to paper to typing, and it's
Wow.
gorgeous.
Anything origami based, I would imagine,
I know, right?
would be. That's really
And you're
cool.
probably actually going to be seeing a lot of it very soon.
Nice.
I know I streamed yesterday and today, but we saw Jesse Cox there, Dodger, Strippin,
Mhm.
and that's just when we were at the booth.
Wow.
I know there were a ton of streamers there, and those are just the 3 big ones that I follow. And they were all interested in it, so you're probably going to be seeing more of it.
So if you don't get to play it, I guess you'll be able to watch it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Okay.
Oh man, chicken nuggets.
Oh, yum.
Shift some
Really
stuff
well.
over.
Yeah, I guess I can put some
Thank you, honey.
here.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then what else? Lightfall was pretty cool.
Nice.
It's an action platformer sort
Mm.
of thing, or just a platformer.
yeah, platformer.
All silhouettes and the backgrounds are really gorgeous.
Nice.
Well, not really something for cosplay, but it was pretty. It was really pretty,
Platformer.
and it was really fun.
Nice.
You mentioned Rivals of Aether. I think it was a pretty good game. We only played it once. We were on Wii.
That's the one where I was like the dolphin thing, right?
Yeah.
So Rivals of Aether was kind of like Smash Brothers.
Mhm.
It was at the indie mega booth. That was pretty
Nice.
cool.
Armada.
Oh, Karmada. That was amazing. So Karmada is a card game, physical card game,
That's
Mhm.
a Kickstarter going on right
that does currently have a Kickstarter going on. And what you are, it's up to 5 people, and you start as dung beetles, and you work your way up the karmic ladder, evolving until you hit transcendence. And the first person to reach transcendence wins.
Oh.
And so you have cards in your hands. You need to score certain points, do certain deeds, in order to evolve.
Mhm.
And then,
now.
I lost my train of thought. Evolve, but you can also attack other players and push them back, but they get the cards you use to attack them. So they can use them on you next life because it's karma.
Right. That's so cool.
And the artwork on the cards was really gorgeous. And they do currently have a Kickstarter going on right now.
I'll
What
have
else?
to check that out.
The Little Acre was also really cool.
Nice.
Here, go bite.
Yeah, Ghost Eye, I feel like I know Smash Brothers, and then I watch people who play it competitively, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how to play this game at all. Like,
Yeah, I'm a total button masher.
okay. Just breaking out the Mod Podge.
I've got it. I'm not quite ready for it yet, though.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get to it by the end of the night. But first,
Okay.
I'm eating. I don't want to get styrofoam in all my food.
As will happen.
What else? Yeah, the Little Acre is a completely hand-drawn game that feels a lot like Bastion.
Shmoo! Thank you for the follow. Thank you.
Thank you.
You broke the shit out of my stream there for a second, but thanks.
Oh, hi again, Schmoogly-Dorf.
Yeah, you hung out with him at PAX, right?
Yeah, we saw Schmoogly-Dorf at PAX. I keep wanting to call him Schmoogles.
Schmoogle. He's okay, I guess.
Hey, Seven, Shane.
Good idea. They're making you hungry. You should go eat. Food is good for you. Yeah, completely hand-drawn. Oh, yay, that means I get to call you Schmoogles. Yay.
Schmoogle, that's fine.
I might do it. So watch out. And what else? What else about it? So it switches between kind of 2D point and click and isometric, kind of like Diablo, again with the point and click. Lots of puzzles, but very pretty.
That's awesome. Diablo's a thing again. Did you know that? It's so good now. It is so good.
I saw you mention that. I never really got into Diablo. Mostly because I like pretty. Not saying that it's not pretty, but it's more gritty.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
there's not so much of
whimsical
gritty.
in any way. In any way. It's like as whimsical as Special Victims Unit. Like, you know, like just not, you know, like the show's great and it's a top quality show, but it's not a, I feel good after that. It's like, oh, I killed horrific demons for an hour. That's kind of gross.
And then what else? There were so many games. I don't know, I'm completely blanking right now. We played something, I don't know what it was called anymore, but it was like every player gets to choose a different sport.
Uh-huh.
And so you're all on like something very much like a basketball court, but there's like a soccer goal.
Super touchdown, slam dunk.
Super touchdown, slam dunk, something.
Sounds awesome.
Derby girl. And there were like football players, basketball players, and everyone is basically playing their own sport. And you're all fighting each other and trying to get into one of 3 different goals on each end. There's basketball and a basketball hoop and a soccer goal and something else I can't remember right now.
Nice.
That was pretty crazy.
Oh, that sounds so exciting. Nice. I think that's one of my favorite things about PAX South is I love how you can find funny things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's a lot harder to find those at the bigger conventions because they are so big. Whereas there, you know, that's how I found, you know, Adventures of Pip, which is one of my favorite games, and I don't think I would have paid it much mind had I been at Prime.
We saw them at Prime.
Yeah.
We have to go to the 6th floor.
Yeah, we did see them at Prime. I snuck up there as Zenobia and said hi to Jeff and stuff, and they were super, super excited. They gave me a box. I have a Pip box. They were just like, here, do you want a box with all the pins? I was like, cool. Thanks.
We got one too!
Yeah. Aren't they so cool?
They are. They're super sweet. We saw them when we were in our Portal Prom cosplay.
Oh, I bet they love that.
Mm-hmm. We were super excited about it.
Love them. I love them.
Yeah, I think that, assuming we get to go to Prime this year, we're going to be looking a lot more into the indie games again.
Yeah. Now that I know about that secret world, it's really... Super loud thunder just crashed. Oh god, Ghost, don't die. Please don't die live.
Yeah, be careful.
Very cool. So a little explanation too. I'll take a little segue. So we're making Mozu's Hat and Wands, and I'm currently sewing batting onto it, and a couple things to note that I found as I was working on it. So when you do the batting, it stretches. You don't have to really... I didn't tear it once, and I pulled it pretty taut, because you want it to have a little... You know, you don't want to be able to stick your fingers through, like this. For example, this. If you can do this, make sure you can't, but you want it to be nice and firm. Otherwise, you might lose that strength of the batting. But yeah, don't be afraid to pull it pretty taut to get that. Just a note. And then you go on to the second layers, and let me tell you, I tell you already, the second layer is way easier than the sewing it onto
like you
the
know how
metal.
to go about it now?
Yeah, like by the time I got to the bottom, I was an expert at tedium, so like the bottom came out much nicer than like the middle parts, as you saw.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'll have to redo as we work, but I just can't. And this, you basically, instead of having to sew it onto the metal pieces, you could sew it onto the batting below and just make a much smoother shape with it, which is the plan. You know? Pretty weird to get thunder.
Oh my god, it's February, isn't it?
It's February. And this month will be gone so fast. Almost there.
I cannot believe it's February.
Our heater's been broken all winter, so I'm ready for spring. I want
I'm
it.
having some trouble hearing you. Is it
Oh.
sound fine on the screen?
She just went really quiet.
Yeah, I think if I don't scream into the mic, can you hear me better now?
I know you've gone quiet, and I am hearing some sort of a static, but I think that
Yeah.
might just be me.
Okay, how about now? Ugh!
Let me see if this is
Let's see.
Nope. I'm hearing something like dropping coins.
I hear that too. Hold on.
Alright, so it sounds like you sound fine on the stream, so that's what's important.
Yeah. It might have to do with either the bent wires below me or my sensitivity might be kind of weird right now. But timber sounds fine on this end. Okay. Did we just freeze to the sound of crackling? Oh, that's why. Okay. So it turns out if you minimize a peer in, our cameras start working, and it will just freeze on our faces looking dumb. So that's gonna be fun for 30 seconds as I stared at it like, why is that happening? Alright.
What were we talking about?
Oh, I gave the batting rundown, and we were talking about how much we love Adventures of Pip and indie games.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I'm having a lot of trouble hearing.
Alright. So you got to see Shmoo on your trip. Who else did you see? And Dodger and all those Twitch peeps.
I can barely hear you.
Oh no! Let me see.
I know you're fine on the stream. It just seems to be the connection between you and me on the up here end.
Right.
I'm not sure why.
I know there's like a volume thing, but it's just to like mute.
Yeah, I think it just mutes.
That's very strange. 100%. There should be a way if you go to your volume, hit your volume mixer and see if you can adjust the volume in volume mixer. And did I go? I've been obsessed with Grimes for 3 weeks. If they didn't mute the streams, that's what we'd be listening to right now. It's what I was listening to before the stream started, is I had Grimes on. That whole Art Angels album, incredible.
I'm sad to say I have not heard of Grimes.
Check them out. They're awesome.
Alright.
Did that volume mixer trick work? Is that?
Well, you're louder now.
Oh, okay.
Music. But, I'm getting, like, just some weird feedback or something.
Huh. Venus Fly. Dude, Venus Fly is one of my favorite songs of all time on that album.
I didn't
Venus-
hear the song name at all. I'm sorry.
Venus Fly?
Venus Flies?
Yeah. Venus Fly. It's a song on their album.
Alright.
Yeah, I would treat your ears to something great. right now we're listening to Final Fantasy music. 'Cause
One more time.
I was just saying, right now we're listening to the Final Fantasy soundtracks, guys.
All right. That was a pretty good song, and I could listen to it nonstop.
Yeah, that's how grimes are.
By the way, I'm sorry to everyone. When I do get to the sanding, I'm not using this mic this time. I can't easily turn it off. So, sorry in advance. Oh, it's totally gonna come off.
Uh-oh.
Alright, we're good, we're good. Forgot to warn you not to look, by the way. I have to mention
Oh yeah, no, I looked up and I immediately had to look away.
that.
Just immediately.
By the way, San Antonio is a lovely place.
Yeah, I thought so too. Was that your first time in San Antonio?
My first time in Texas, period.
Wow, yeah. I found the Uber drivers to be exceptionally sweet.
The TSA agents were actually really nice.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Texas hospitality, man.
I was just sad that apparently there was no good barbecue within walking distance of us.
Huh.
And so the hotel concierge told us, we're just like, oh,
Uh,
but it's Texas.
but it's Texas.
Isn't there supposed to be good barbecue everywhere?
No. There was a great Mexican place by the Riverwalk. That was really good. But now that I think about it, yeah, we didn't have barbecue either. There's like a Korean barbecue across.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't go do that either for whatever reason.
Yeah, I think there was one barbecue place like a block away, but the concierge was just like, no, it's a chain place. You don't want to go there.
Yeah, don't bother. Unless
So-
it's Phil's barbecue. Which is great.
But the
Well-
Riverwalk was beautiful.
Dude, it's lovely.
It was also really nice being able to get lunch and not have to fight a ton of lines.
Yeah, it was always super easy to access, especially if we stayed at the hotel that's attached to the convention center, and they have a really nice little area to eat and drink in as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that our only downside from where we were, we stayed at the Hyatt Regency, and we could see the Alamo from our room. But unfortunately, that also meant we were directly above a beer garden,
Oh.
and their music was so loud. And it played so long because nightlife is like the time for the Riverwalk, apparently.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's 2 in.
We're
I'm
going
going
to
sleep now.
bed.
Why is the music still so loud?
Hi,
Maybe I'm
Cookie.
too
How are
old.
you?
I don't know.
It's funny. Welcome, Cookie.
Hello, Cookie Ninjas. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we were just talking about PAX. Michelle got to go to PAX South this year. So she was telling us about her loud neighbors.
Yeah, that beer garden, I swear. Ruined my existence in San Antonio. But yeah, because on the other side, because there was so much nightlife, there was no breakfast.
Oh.
I
Huh.
looked up on Yelp, it's like, where's good for breakfast? Nowhere.
You should just wake up, eat Mexican.
I guess we'll just go to the hotel store again. Alright.
Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, they had like a Starbucks out, and it was always Starbucks every day of my life there.
I think one of my favorite things about San Antonio was all of the horse-drawn carriages, all the lights, like,
Yeah.
they were crazy blinged out. It's just like, these are the best. There are so many of them, and they just do not care that their light's yellow. They're going.
Yeah. Nope. You have to get out of their way, It's like
And then the people in them are just like, yeah, we're kissing. We're in the romantic carriage.
we're kissing.
It's like, this is the best. We did not take one.
Aw, no kissing for
Part
you
of
in
me
a
was
carriage?
like, oh my god, they're so ridiculous, I want to. And the rest of me was like, no, it's too ridiculous.
Too much. Oh, very funny.
So right now, I am carving this diamond down, bit by bit, very carefully.
Oh, the diamond looks great. I like that even though it's in the early stages of Wandom, it still looks like it has a good deal of weight behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it looks like really nice and solid. I like that very much.
On my end, it does feel pretty fragile, but it looks
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, but it looks like you could, like a wand, because I feel like for wands you want it to look like it's made out of solid oak,
Mhm.
without it being solid oak.
Yeah, it'll end up looking pretty solid, pretty hefty, but it's always going to be fairly light. And
Yeah.
the way that I'm putting this together, there is a risk if you bang it against something too hard that it'll crack like an eggshell. But
Right.
that just means don't drop it.
Just don't bang it.
Don't play sword fight with this. You will cry. You will be sad when
When it cracks.
goes down.
I've noticed that with cosplay. I was laughing for whatever reason. I watched this video and it was a beautiful cosplay and it was one of those like, we're taking pictures but we're also going to make this cool video. And I noticed in all the videos, whenever there's a sword, it's always swung very carefully. Like whoever's doing it, like, you know, it looks like a real sword made out of steel, but then the girl's like, oh, I don't want to bring it. Like, please, pauldron, stay on.
Well, this one was so heavy, it's just like, I can't. It's gonna hit the ground if I don't just control it.
Yeah. I remember that at PAX. I remember you getting a couple, can you swing it or can you lift it up higher? And you were like, no, I can't.
I can't.
I can't.
Partially because my arms don't go up higher. And partially because, no, it's heavy.
It's heavy. Oh yeah, that was my favorite part about your costume when you were like, my shoulders are plastered to my sides.
I've had worse mobility, I think. I know he has.
Oh yeah. I know, poor Sky, you never really knew, because you could kind of see your face, and I'm sure Sky was just under that black shroud, like, kill me. It's hot, I can't move.
Yeah, the armor doesn't breathe.
Yeah.
Which we went into it knowing that. But we'd hoped
Wow.
that we'd have enough time to, like, fit in some cold packs or something, but we just didn't.
Oof.
So,
Yeah, and it was not cold.
Of course, it also didn't help that our hotel, we got the stupid bar hotel, so we had to walk like 5 blocks
Oh,
to get to the
Jesus.
convention. So you better believe we're trying for our usual again this year. Not getting stuck walking that far again.
Where do you usually stay?
The Hyatt,
Nice.
because the bathtubs are huge.
That's awesome.
And if you're wandering around in cosplay all day, whether you're wearing heels or it's super heavy, I've found that having a hot soak at the end of the day is amazing. Alright.
So I guess I'll sew this piece onto this piece.
So do you often go to Prime, or was last year your first year?
Prime's usually the only one we go to. Hi, Geek Faye! Hello!
Hi!
Faye, I miss you. I love you, Geek Faye. Yeah, we usually go. Last year was kind of an anomaly for us, where or at least I ended up going to PAX South, E3, I almost went to PAX East and PAX Prime, and generally we're a one-con couple. It's usually just one. Oh, and Comic-Con as well. I also went to Comic-Con last year.
You had a busy year. My goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, it was quite busy. So we really had to cut down this year. So we're probably only going to do Prime. Which is good. It's plenty of time to prep for it. So.
Yep.
Oh, this is a great song.
Hmm? Oh, you got a good song on.
Oh, the song that's on. Yeah, it's from Final Fantasy VIII. It's Lunatic Pandora, which is one of the best. Great games.
TwitchCon was fun. It was another one that was, because it was new, it's a lot more low-key. It is a much younger crowd.
Yeah.
If you're getting on in years like I am, it's a little bit like, yeah, I'm not gonna go hang out with anybody, but it was so cool.
Yeah, Geek Faye. It's probably top 5 in my favorite games is FF8. Yeah. I like FF9 a lot too, though. Like a lot.
If your team is gone, you should go too. Get some face time.
Agreed.
We did run into some streamers on the plane.
Oh, yeah?
We've gone to TwitchCon, gone to the party afterwards, so that was a lot of fun. Yeah, that one's actually really local to us, so we might go again.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's right in your neck of the woods, huh?
Yeah.
Good old San Fran. I don't know if I can afford. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's people that they're like, oh yeah, I'm in a different state every month. I'm like, how?
Well, you just do what you can afford now, and who knows where you'll be in 5 years. You'll be able to get to go to all the cons.
Every con. Batting on batting.
Yeah, making some good progress here. Getting this
There you
edges
go.
in.
The one nice thing about going with a group is I find hotels to be the most expensive part of trips generally. So if you go in a group, it's a really good way to cut a lot of the cost. So airfare can be really expensive too, depending on when you're flying, where you're flying, and what airlines you fly on.
I know we're at the point in our life where it's just like, no, we're not sharing.
Oh yeah.
You guys can go do your thing. We're not sharing.
See, I kind of like sharing. I'll sleep on floors and stuff if it means I don't have to spend another $200. But that's just how I am.
I like my privacy and getting to get comfortable.
Yeah, I think that's fair. He's closer to Yellowstone. Oh, okay. I slept in a tub once. Oh, Jesus, Geek. Hey, man, you do what you gotta do. Geek slept in a tub once.
Slept in a what?
In a tub.
Tub? Oh, that does not sound comfortable. My goodness. This is a little wonky here.
That's awesome. And I found that's a really good way to make friends at conventions. Is just go, party, and then maybe they'll let you sleep in your tub. Friends for life. Once you let somebody sleep in your tub, you're friends for life, I think is how that works. Now, of course, you want to also make sure you stay safe. But I've heard very few con tragedies generally. I YOLO'd one year, had no tickets, no room, and only $50. Geek Faye, I like how you live. You're a girl with adventure in your heart.
Very bold, very bold.
I like it. Everyone's here.
I used to go to AX before I moved up here. It's also a very young crowd at Anime Expo.
Yes.
Also very young.
Yes.
I feel like you're talking about Anime Expo. I feel like that's what you're talking about because it's the only AX I know.
That makes sense. I feel like anime usually is a younger man's game, generally.
Yeah.
And I can kind of see why. I tried watching a couple animes this weekend, and I was like, God, I would have really liked this when I was 14, but it's garbage now.
It's not garbage now.
No, it's not. But the specific animes that I watched, I tried over the weekend, and I was like, oh, I am too much of a snob to like this. Like, you know,
Did you watch One Punch Man yet?
No,
oh
I need
God,
to. I
watch
know.
One Punch Man.
No, I know. So like we have very similar tastes in anime. And I went from, Psychopaths and Roko the Six Braves and, the one with the airship and the ocean, Waterworld meets Gundam, whatever it's called. It has the really long name.
Gargantia!
Yeah, Gargantia. I watched Gargantia.
That
It was really
great.
good. That was great. And, and there's a couple others that just were good stories, great characters, strong females. It was everything I loved. And then I went to some anime that I think is maybe for the younger crowd, and I was like, there's too many panty shots, the main female chick cries too much. Oh God, it was, and I apologize if you like it, God bless, keep liking it, ignore me. It was, 7 Deadly Sins. It has 5 out of 5 stars on Netflix.
Which one was it?
7 Deadly Sins.
Oh. I don't know if we made it to the end of that one. No, we did. And it was just like,
I couldn't.
It started out good, and then the last third of it was just like, I tried to shoehorn a story into it.
Oh, yeah.
More his antics.
And that's, it's very fluffy.
The most panty shots. Which one was
Look.
it? I tried to be a hero, but couldn't, so now I'm found a part-time job. That one. Could not get through 5 minutes of that. There was one shot, and it's just like, it's been on boobs for the last 30 seconds. I think I'm done. I just can't.
I can't do it. Let's see. I liked it quite a bit, but not because of the reasons you like. Yeah, no, it's true. And it's not that I'm like, oh, sexy women. It's just, they were kind of weak, and it drove me nuts. Like, the princess was like, oh, it's okay, you sexually harass me. I was like, no, hit him. Like, I like the pig. Like, I was so down with talking pig. Because she was like, just sue him. And I was like, yeah, sue him. So. But I think part of that comes from coming from like things like Psychopaths and Roko of the Six Braves, where it's very much not the case.
I just had different issues with Roko.
Yeah.
What else? How to pick up girls in a, or is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? It's really good.
I heard that was great.
It's only very slightly haremy. It's not like, oh man, I'm just falling into boobs all over the place. Shots everywhere. It's just a little bit haremy. But it's so
See,
good.
I don't mind that. It's the strength of character. Like if you're gonna do that, I want to like at least I want to like the characters at least.
Yeah.
You know. And I have no patience for wispy characters, both male or female. They drive me nuts. But that's just my preference. What else is good? Let's see, quite a bit. Jeez. What's Monster Museum and Food Wars? I don't know what. Those are pretty pervy.
Food Wars is good. I like that one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Monster Musume?
Yeah.
I did not watch that one. Although, he tried it and he just... So we didn't watch it. But Food Wars is pretty good.
So you guys have already talked about Gate.
Well, she is also watching it, so there's no need to really...
Oh, that was another one. There's a new episode this week.
Huh?
There's a new episode this week. They're on Crunchyroll. It's coming out weekly.
I know.
Yeah,
We
I'm
watched
really
it.
excited. I think I'm behind an episode. I think tomorrow maybe I'll watch it. God, so good. Yeah, they're about to go fight dragons again. I'm so excited.
I've been watching Shiroyuki Hime.
Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one.
It's on Hulu. It's Snow White with red hair.
Uh-huh.
It's more of a fantasy, kind of like medieval fantasy kind of a thing, but without the dirt of an actual medieval world. It's basically about a girl who meets a prince, they fall in love, but they're not just like, and now I'm going to be a princess. She's like, no, I've got a goal.
I gotta go, bro.
And he's like, you go do that, because I also have a goal. But, yeah, I've been reading that one for years now. I'm just like, so happy it's anime. And it got a second season.
Who's running a exchange show for that? Huh. Oh, God.
I'm a little disappointed with the way World Trigger ended up.
I never watched that one.
It started out like, oh, this is gonna be good, but then it just started dragging on. And then when you read the manga, what takes 3 episodes
Mm-hmm.
is like 1 issue.
Oh.
Like 1 chapter. Well, that's because what you used an entire episode to explain as far as tactics and abilities, that was like maybe half a page.
Oh, that would drive
That
me
was
nuts.
it. So they got a bit carried away with that.
Yeah.
And then it hit fillers.
I'm interested in seeing Bubuki Barunki
Oh, Bubuki Baranki?
goes.
Yeah, but I still don't care about the world or the characters.
Yeah.
Oh, that's always rough.
Go for it. I've been watching Utaware Rumono, which is slow, but I still enjoy it.
Yeah, as far as I know, Naruto's still going on? I know
it has
Steve
an ending,
watches.
though. The manga ended.
Yeah, but the show's like Harry Potter long.
Oh, yeah. When it got into, like, flashback Inception, I was just like, what the hell?
Oh, man.
You're flashing back to an earlier flashback within this flashback.
Yo. Oh my god, One Piece does that all. One Piece will like flashback to like an episode
The
before.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
They have flashback.
Flashbacks were the power-ups.
Yeah.
The more in-depth your flashback is, the more
The more
powerful it's
powerful.
going to be when you come
Yeah.
out of it.
If it's a half an episode flashback, that spirit bomb was gonna be huge.
Yeah, but when your flashback is actually 3 episodes, dude,
Just
just getting in your way.
that's just a recap at that point.
I know, right?
Like, I love One Piece, but they'll do that a lot. I cannot with the One Piece flashback to an episode before. But I also really like the old flashbacks because it's like, hey, remember how flashbacky this is that the anime looks like garbage in comparison? And you're like, wow, that must have been episode 300. Like,
Yeah, we haven't watched One Piece in a little while because they're just like, they're
Yeah.
at least another 50 episodes from the boss fight.
my darling Steve is caught up. He watches them weekly, and same with Naruto. He is caught up on both Naruto and One Piece. He just had never stopped.
I got this.
How many Dragon Ball characters does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many? Just one, says Zex.
He's still going. He's still going.
But
But it will take 10 episodes.
Oh, poor Dragon Ball Z. Zell is right. Zell knew the joke. But how many flashbacks will there be as it's being fixed? Also, hi, Zell.
So that's him.
Cosplay is very tedious.
The hat's looking very nice, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's hard for me to see the worth of it right now, so I appreciate that. I think your wand is also looking very lovely. I feel like that's the best part of cosplaying with cosplaying with friends is you have that person be like, "Good job." Whereas whenever I'm working alone, I'm like, "I don't know about this." Like,
Alright, we got these outer edges carved in.
nice. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Now, to get that inner one done.
You can do it. Yeah, that is lovely. It's so cool seeing her wands come to life because you can see how many shapes are like in her wands. Like you can tell, but you don't really get it until you see it like in 3D and you're like, wow, these wands are incredibly complicated actually.
Mm-hmm.
You're the ultimate 3D artist, essentially.
What I do.
Go play Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out soon. Kind of excited. I never got into FF7. Aw, Jacob! Oh, I didn't know we had hosting things. I would have played with that. Thank you, Jacob, for the host.
Thank you!
Jacob's awesome. Speaking
Appreciate it.
of great artists, right there.
This one is going to be much harder.
You have to make sure the candlestick did you?
Nope, I did not.
Oh, no, you, Jacob.
Huh?
Jacob, are you going to submit art to Gigantic's key giveaway for artists? I know you've been working on a ton of fan art and stuff.
That's right, I saw that. They've been posting a whole bunch of good submissions. But
Technicolor Rainbow followed, and I love her.
oh, thank you so much for following. Sorry, I'm on a delay because I have to watch it on the stream.
Oh no, no! I love Rainbow. She's one of my very favorite people. Thanks, girl. How many keys? Oh yeah, there's a contest. Let me see if I can bring up the contest for you guys. They posted it on Twitter. Oh, the Twitter machine. Let's take a look.
You scared me when you were like.
I got
what
really excited.
What did I do?
Also, the sound, the Naga sound effect. I think it's what's freezing it for a second, but it's so good. Okay, let's see here. Mocha Boom, why you tweet so much?
I think I've done something wrong.
Uh-oh.
That's it?
I said I think I've done something wrong with this.
So Jacob, we are making Mozu's hat. which is what I'm working on now,
That's
and
right.
Michelle is
Huh?
working on her, working on the wands, on Mozu's wand. So, and if you guys have any questions at all as to what's happening, what we're doing, how to do what we're doing, let us know. We are here to help for tutorial purposes. And so the hat is made out of wire and batting right now. I made a wire skeleton, and I'm sewing batting onto it until I'm comfortable with the structure and the shape. And Michelle, I'll let you explain your wand.
I am making Mozu's main hand wand. I'm just using florist foam. You can get it at any Michael's or Joann's or hobby shop like that. I've been carving it out using got a bread knife, cutter, sandpaper.
Nice.
So yeah, this is kind of my like cheap version. If you don't have a big budget but you do have time, that's what I'm doing with this. The other option would have been to like sculpt it out of clay and then resin cast it. I was really tempted, but didn't have the time this month. So
So that's that. Oh yeah, thanks Techni. I was having trouble finding it on the Twitter because there's a lot of stuff going on the Twitter. That's why you're the best. Let's see. So nobody's cosplaying Mozu at the moment. This is kind of a if you want to do it, this is how you can do it. And I know there was a bunch of people in our group who were interested in doing Mozu, so hopefully this will help them get inspired and get started, which is the idea of these streams, is to...
That's kind of the general point of our show here.
Yeah.
Is we're helping give you guys more access to the characters and give you guys ideas of where to start. If you look at it and you're just like, I don't know what to do, there's too much. So
yeah.
that's what we're here to help with.
And speaking of, Tomi is actually redoing every single hero in the cosplay kit. So
And they are going to be gorgeous.
they're so I kind of want to show them the sneak peek again. I don't want to do that. Let me know if you guys want to see that, because I think I can sneak peek it for you again. Because I have it up. If you want to see it, it's very pretty.
You guys totally want to see it. It's gorgeous.
It's so good.
He has done some good work.
Oh, it's so good. Okay. Next up.
Yeah, we saw him at PAX South too.
Yeah, Tomi. Oh yes, snowboard Taito.
That's gonna be nice. I will eventually have the highlight videos for my Taito mask build up. I'm
Yes.
getting to it.
Yeah, this is all Final Fantasy music. Who submits art gets a key. Yeah. Batting is the worst. Jacob, I can't allow you to do that. I'm reading chat. I think Geekfae and Jacob are gonna fight.
Oh.
Fight. Did I cut 2 pieces of batting? Or am I just tearing this apart? Not a fight. I already have 40 keys. Jesus! Jacob.
Oh.
Jacob has quite a bit of keys.
Oh, so he can't do it because you're going to tackle him. Control yourself, Geekfae. It's okay. Alright. Here we go. Getting that inner thing
Ooh.
carved out there.
Oh, that's so
Trying to get the
beautiful.
light so we'll actually see it. So I don't think I'm gonna carve it all the way down. I'm gonna leave a block in the middle just because it's so hard to get in there.
Yeah. Can you imagine if some guy came up to you and was like, excuse me, miss, you didn't carve all the way in the middle? This cosplay is invalid?
Yeah.
I mean,
I remember our motto during crunch time. No one's gonna notice, and if they do, they're an asshole.
They're an asshole.
So what are you carving?
All the way down in here.
Oh, to full points.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's just not happening.
And draw Corgi Dragon! Rainbow, draw Corgi Dragon, I want it. I need Corgi Dragon. I need it in my life!
I need corgis. I've got corgis. I need more corgis.
More corgis. Me and Michelle are avid corgiers.
Yeah. I would show you my puppies, but they're sleepy right now.
Your Mozu hoodie is so good. The Taito hoodie is also so good. It's a great example, and we talked about this on our first stream when we were going through alternatives for Mozu, and that was on there. Doing a casual cosplay. I would count it. For sure. Do you see my recent artwork with Mozu? I didn't! Link it! I need it! Jacob, I need it! Let me see. That's already Charnock, though. Oh! Yeah, I guess Charnock is kind of a corgi dragon.
Hmm?
Charnock, he's kind of a corgi dragon! Oh my god, I never... Oh! I have to play him all the time now, every time. Every time. Oh, that is brilliant. Well, it's not done yet. I didn't see it, though. Describe it to me in painstaking detail, Jacob.
By the way, did you want to tell your story about how we encountered? Okay, another time.
Go ahead.
You tell it better.
Oh, go ahead.
Sky, get on here! We can hear you anyway!
He's not feeling it right now.
Aw, Sky. I miss you, Sky. This hat's looking like Oogie Boogie.
Huh?
This hat looks like Oogie Boogie. From Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, yes, it does. I'm sorry. I was like, what? Did someone
What?
say something about Oogie Boogie?
I queued against Warpath Gaming. Oh, you poor fool.
Ooh.
Oh. That was, yeah. Yeah, so me and Rainbow got in a match with some of the top tier players in the game. And we had some very skilled players on our team, but me and Rainbow were too heavy, and we ended up having, I think the game was 15 minutes. That's how fast they beat us. It took them about 15 minutes. Fucking res.
Must have been intense.
To learn our... Yep. Oh yeah, so they've reset all the heroes, so we don't own everyone now. That's heartbreaking.
Oh, we have to unlock them now?
Yeah, they reset levels and heroes, so now they have rotations. Too
Got
heavy to
it.
carry. Just sent it to me. I'm gonna look at it right now.
Like I said, I didn't get to play because we were at PAX.
Ah, jealous. It's a comic! Oh, I'm real excited. Remind me to message you later, good sir, about a thing. Oh, that's coming out great. Can I show everyone, Jacob? Let me know if I can show everyone. I'll put it up to my screen. Poorly. Look at it. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Camera focus, damn it. Okay.
Oh, guys. I guess.
It was
But
focused
I can
for like,
see it looks really cute.
let's see. It focused for like half a second and then I was like, eat it, nerd. Oh, it's so cute. She looks so mischievous.
I need to draw more.
Do it. Love it. How you doing, bud? You doing alright? Final clash after 5 minutes. Oh god. Final clash after 5.
Geez.
Yeah. Those are rough. What's nice is, like, I've been in League of Legends games where it's been really, really tough. Like, it's just been a total nightmare the whole game, but you're stuck playing it for like 40 minutes. But at least in Gigantic, if it's like, if you're getting crushed, you're gonna get crushed and you're gonna have time to like immediately go into another game. You know, it doesn't really, you don't have to worry about wasting 40 minutes getting crushed.
I can see the merit in that.
Yeah. Like, you don't need to surrender at 20 because the game's gonna probably last less than that. It's based on the lore that Mosquito... Ah, nice! Those are still to pages. Ah, that's cool! Oh, yeah, well, fair enough, Geek. So the queue times are not great, but once queue times get straightened out, it's gonna be bam right back into a game.
Oh, the queue's been bad?
Yeah, it's not been great. Oh, wait, they're in another game. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Jacob. Sometimes it's rough out there. I don't play many multiplayer games for that reason. Multiplayer games kind of give me anxiety sometimes. Because you can't really have a bad single-player game. Like, I'm never like, oh, Fallout was terrible this time. But multiplayer games, I'm like, oh, God. That was terrible. Generally speaking.
You know, I think that I forgot to post the picture from last week.
Oh, hi, Kaboom! Hello! How are you?
Hello, hello.
We got Mo Kaboom in the house.
Oh, man. We do have hosting enabled.
Yes, we do. Oh, Rabbit-kun! Oh, God, this is...
Hi, Rabbit!
Oh, you guys. We have a world...
It was great meeting you this weekend, Rabbit-kun. And thank you again for all the beautiful artwork that is on our site.
Yes, thank y'all. Everyone give Rabbit-kun a round of applause for everything you see is from her hand.
I can't stop myself. Oh my God.
You were trying, but what happened with the host? Because I think that first episode hosted all right, Kaboom.
I hosted us. Alright, I just need to stop carving that one face.
He was that thing.
No, the sanding stick wouldn't fit in here.
Exapple, shut up! Hi, Exappo. Now you're a guy I haven't seen in a while. How's it going, bro?
Is that a rainbow poop?
It's a rainbow poop!
Alright!
Zappo. So, for those of you who are joining us, I'm going to give the spiel again. I'm working on Mozu's hat. We are sewing batting onto a wire frame skeleton that I made a couple weeks ago. And now we're giving it its final form and strength, so.
And I am carving Mozu's main hand wand using florist foam and an box cutter.
Alright. Thank you, Go Gigantic, for your host. Thank you, Emily. I miss you and your face.
Where was I? Say, was
Rose.
I? What?
You rock.
Okay.
I said I need to change the sound for a host. I was sad I didn't catch that because our follow sound is so good.
How dare you not think of everything, Timber?
Damn it!
How dare you?
Just the worst. And let us know if you guys have any questions as to the creation of Mozu's hat and Mozu's wands. We're happy to answer. And if you have any general cosplay questions, we're also happy to answer any questions regarding whatever you're working on. So let us know. Michelle's our resident expert. Expert. Decades in cosplaying. Decades.
I will never feel like an expert in anything. I think that's called imposter syndrome.
Yeah, does it have a name?
Once you have that coated in glue, we could totally make a resin cast for it.
We could,
Yes.
we could totally make a resin cast for it.
I like the sound of whatever's happening. Eh. Alright. You know what? I
But
don't
yeah, if you do end up wanting to do a resin cast of any of Mozu's wands, this might be a good way to get the other two wands that she has. I know there's the purple kind of swirly one and the wood squiggly one. Because they're not symmetrical, this would be a good way to do it because you will need to do a 2-part mold. But for this wand, all right. Good night, Rainbow.
Good night, Rainbow. Thanks again for the follow, and
Uh.
I'll catch you later, girl.
So for this one, though, because it's symmetrical, you would only need to do a 1-part mold, do it twice, and then just glue it together. So it would be easier to just lay out something like this. Just trace it out on some heavy cards, like some heavy board or something like that, and then just carve it out with clay. Build it up, carve it down, prep it, and cast it. So that would be my recommendation if you want to do something a little more hardcore. But since I already have this, we could do a 2-part mold. It's not symmetrical, so we can't do a 1-part mold.
Alright.
I did my best. I did my best.
Oh, thanks, Kaboom. Thanks. We're like halfway done with them, which is really exciting.
Yep.
I think after this, it's gonna be to the fabric store with me. And are you airbrushing it, Michelle?
Yeah. I will likely be airbrushing it because I need more practice before whatever we do for Prime
Nice.
or West. It's always going to be Prime to me. You can't force me to change the name.
I didn't know that they were asking for a name change. Is that a thing? Prime
because
West?
they kept calling it West this weekend.
Oh.
So it sounds like last one was the last Prime.
To hell it is. Almost halfway. I think it's...
I just need to stop. I can't just stop.
Your Leafman's incredible, Jacob. Are you really only almost halfway? I agree with Rabbitcoon. It looks like you are so much further on your outfit than halfway.
What's he making again?
He's making this incredible Leafman outfit, and Jacob, feel free to post links to show it off. It's like this beautiful leaf armor, and he made a sword and a scabbard that looks so good.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, the sword's damn near perfect. Beautiful. I still need to make boots, bracers, shirt, etc. Oh, okay. Let's
Right.
complete. Oh, Michelle, it's beautiful.
Alright, so now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not using this mic this time, so I can't easily just turn off my sound. So, for those of you who hate the sound of sanding,
Here.
I apologize in advance.
Yes, and I think I can do something to help that out. Let me see if I can open volume mixer.
Yeah, get off my hand.
It's the nice thing about Discord, you can individually turn people down or not down. So I'm going to turn you down just a little bit, Michelle. Let us know if Michelle's too quiet when she talks, but I'm just turning her down a little bit so we don't hear the sanding quite as much. So let me know how that goes when she starts sanding. But
Of course, I also need to take a look, because there's some sort of inset here that I don't remember how it goes. So I need to figure that out again. It's like, I missed something. Whoops. Alright, I see some links.
Yeah. Thinking.
Oh, that's a good looking scabbard and sword.
Nice, Robin. See, I feel the same way. Like, I don't notice sandpaper noises because I'm so used to them that it's kind of like a very rhythmic noise, but to a lot of people, that's not the case. To a lot of people, it's like chalk, or nails on chalkboards. It's like chalk on nail boards.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it's real cool.
Good job on the shoulders.
Okay.
Shoulders are so hard.
Well, if it doesn't bother you guys, I'll pump her up again because we got a chat full of crafters and artists tonight.
Alright.
I can fall asleep to. That's new. I don't think I like sandpaper that. Rabbit-kun. Rabbit-kun, you're cute.
So I've got the 400 grit sandpaper still. Because I'm taking chunks off.
Yeah. Okay, then I'll put the volume up to normal. Okay.
Oh yeah. Now I feel like I can get this rounded.
Oh yeah.
Like, how does this go round? Where did I go wrong? Like, oh right. I should cut this down. That will fix everything.
I do that. Alright, well, nobody fall asleep in chat. Everyone stay awake.
I'm actually going to be coating it in Mod Podge. Several very thin layers to help smooth things out, and then going over it with wood filler to help fill in, any little bumpies that the Mod Podge misses and any mistakes that I made or details, like I know there's striping along the handle here. And then more Mod Podge, and then it should be ready to cast if we do choose to cast it.
There you have it.
And congrats on getting your main account back.
Mm-hmm.
I know that must have been frustrating. Alright, got one little corner rounded out. I don't know if you can see it at all. Probably can't.
Ooh.
This one right there.
Nice. Nice.
If you do it real thin, it doesn't take very long.
That's kind of, I think, one of the main things with both these projects is everything you do, you want to work in layers. You don't want to glob on Mod Podge, you don't want to glob on batting, you want to just do one layer at a time, and it's going to take some time, but if you try to rush it and add too much at once, you're going to find you have a lot less stability, and the Mod Podge is going to take forever and lend itself to more errors in the application. So.
I did mention earlier how for this particular wand, if I had just been intending to do it in resin, I would have carved it out of clay, just flat, just done half of it, like lengthwise. In that case, you just carve it, let it dry, and coat it with clear spray paint, and then you can do build up your box and do a 1-part mold out of that. So it's less involved. You're not having to build something out like this and then coat it and smooth it and coat it and smooth it. But like you wouldn't want to just cast this because first of all, the spray paint's going to destroy it. You have to coat it in something like the Mod Podge. Second of all, assuming you coated it but you didn't smooth it, you're going to get all these bumps and then you're going to have to finish it off in the resin. So the more you do now, the less you have to do later.
Preach it, girl.
Yeah, we're learning a lot, like doing all that prep work for painting, for casting. That prep work is so important. It will actually save you time in the long run. Because if you don't know what corners to cut and you just decide, it's my first one, yeah, I don't think I need to do this, there's going to be problems. You need to know the rules and why those rules exist before you can decide what you want to leave out.
And if there's one thing about cosplaying, or really any project, if you cut corners too soon, or you don't cut the right corners to help you save time, once crunch time happens, you might not end up with a project. So you really want to take your time, because at least during crunch time, if you're painting, you can kind of, I think, cut more corners on that end. Like, okay, well, there's a little more detail, but I really don't have time to you know, do those tiny details.
I didn't get to the line work. I'm just gonna do it with a Sharpie.
Right, exactly. Whereas it's like, okay, well, you know, I didn't sand, but whatever. I didn't need to sand that much, and then all of a sudden, your project falls apart when you apply paint, like spray paint.
And yeah, you could use gesso too to help smooth everything out because that does sand. Just bear in mind that most glues do not sand.
Yes.
Like, well at all. They may sand a bit, but it's going to be a huge pain in the ass. Yeah. And it's just not going to do what you want it to. So yeah, gesso is good for sanding as well. But we have wood filler, so that's what I'm going to use.
Nice. Can you sand wood filler? Will that do as well? Or like, can you sand wood filler? I've never worked with wood filler. Nice.
That's how we use it. And you can kind of sculpt it a bit too.
Nice.
That's another reason why I'm going with the wood filler and not the gesso, because I want to build in certain places.
Really wood-like.
Yeah, but I'm gonna paint it anyway.
What's that?
I'm gonna paint it over it anyway.
So you're gonna paint over it anyway, but the base looking like wood will be nice.
True.
So
Did you guys hear that?
Repeat it.
So he was saying it also gives it more of a wood-like feel because it's got that texture to it.
Nice. Oh, that's really in handy with the wands. I have to run, feed my kitty. Alright. Thanks, Kaboom. Say hello to Freya for me. And you have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the host. Let's see.
I can see that you're going a lot faster with the batting this time.
Oh, yeah. It's way easier when you're not. Because you have to work in smaller layers when you're attaching it to the wireframe. Like, I made sure to get every piece, and then if you do that, again, cutting corners, if you do that, you can just essentially sew huge chunks onto the batting below and onto itself, which makes it easier. And I think I probably will do 3 layers of batting and see how I feel about that. But the tutorial that I'm using calls for as much as you want to put on, more the merrier in the case for batting.
Just bear in mind, the more you put on, the heavier and the hotter it's going to be.
Yes. So that is something to keep in mind. But you also really want to make sure it's not going to fall apart on your head, and you want to make sure that it keeps a really nice, solid form. So I think 3 layers will probably be golden, either 2 or 3. I mean, the batting I got is for quilts, so it's pretty thick as is, and it's working out a lot better than I initially thought it would. Before I made my sheath, then the middle part is...
I'm going to be using the wood filler around the bottom of this thing here to build it down again, because I'm not quite liking the shape right there.
Yeah.
It's going a little wobbly.
Mm.
Is that the very bottom?
No, this the bottom tier of this thing
Oh,
I'm
okay.
standing right now.
Which is basically form bar tape and paint. Nice. It looks really good though, Jacob. I couldn't tell. I thought it looked quite wood-like and lovely. That sheath.
I haven't heard of foam board tape.
Mm-mm.
Foam board tape.
Foam
Right,
board tape.
apparently. There we go. So now I've got a much nicer shape out of this tier right here.
Oh yes.
I don't know if I can show it to you at all.
Let's see.
It's kind of hard.
Nice. Oh yeah, no, that's beautiful. That's awesome.
That's kind of what we're gonna end up having. And weapons are actually fairly easy. There's tons of tutorials. And if you just want to, like, foam is really great for weapons. If you want to just get some basic intro to foam, look up Evil Ted on YouTube. He's got some really good armor tutorials. And that's how we learned to make armor in the first place.
Nice.
Because he even goes over the patterning, too.
Oh, that's nice. That is like the hardest part for so many people. Is
Yeah.
that initial pattern.
I know the patterning method I fell in love with is, like, wrapping bits of you in tinfoil and tape. And then just cutting that apart till it makes pattern pieces.
Yeah, that's how I make bracers. I just take painter's tape and I wrap painter's tape around my, from wrist to like my elbow, and then I just cut it off, and bam, you have a bracers. Give it like a 1/2 inch edge to make sure that it's gonna be big enough, and you're good. Like,
That's how I made all the patterns for like my boot covers,
yeah.
helms.
You can do that with dress forms. If you have a dress form that's your size or close to, just make it directly onto the dress form. Just put tape on it, draw it out, and cut it out. And wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Never made a weapon. I think this year is the first year I'll be making weapons.
It's
Shoot.
fun.
Yeah.
I think that's really good. One tip that I got off someone's website, I think it might have been WM Armory, was when you're making your foam weapons, when you layer your foam, put a thin foam of a different colored material in between the layers.
Oh.
That way you know where your middle is. When you're,
Oh, that's
cutting down
brilliant.
Your edge point.
Yes. Oh, that's really clever.
That's something we could have used for making that a big weapon up there.
Oh yeah, I
But
bet.
again, that was like, we did that in a day.
That's crazy.
2 days before we had to fly out. We didn't care too much about what it
Like,
ended up
forget
looking
it. Doesn't sound like you even had time to put a thin layer between it.
like. No.
Oh, come here, Backtoon. Make a shield. I feel like shields are easier, or it's gonna be easier than the sword. My plan is to basically just make half of the shield like you would like a dress pattern. You just make half, and then cutting it out in cardboard, thick cardboard, and using that for my pattern. And I'm probably gonna make Leona's shield either out of foam, or I might see how the cardboard is. I might coat that in Warblood, though I think that might be a little pricey for me, especially because I have to make the breastplate out of Warblood as well. But
The trick on the shields is, depending on how big they are, you may need to fiddle with your foam a bit to get something large enough.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like cardboard, I think. And you could wet cardboard a little bit to give it a curve, and then just coat it in a thermoplastic, and it'll keep it fairly light. Because it's big. Leona's shield is quite huge, enormous.
And definitely do some research into shield straps
Yes.
to help keep it up on your arm.
Yes.
'Cause
My
that's the
plan
tricky part.
is to make straps and then to make a purse holder on the back of the shields to keep crap.
Oh man, Geekfan knows someone on the new season of Face Off.
That's
Oh my
awesome.
I'm so sad it's not on Hulu anymore. Because that was one of my favorite shows.
Ow.
Yeah, so that shield is entirely made by him. I know he's in the chat right now as Zelfiar. And even
yeah.
if you do use magnets for your shield, still do straps.
Yes.
Just in case.
Absolutely. Which magnets was one of those things that I never thought about, and I saw a cosplayer use them for her spikes on weapons, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's brilliant! Why had I never thought of magnets? That's so cool." For easy.
Right now.
Magnets are a very clever way to do that, so I agree.
Yeah, we had 3 old computers
Oh, nice.
flying around that he took the magnets out of.
That's most excellent to know.
Yeah, we met he was a Halo cosplayer. He used it for his weapons.
Nice. Thank you
Yeah,
from Centro
good
for the
too.
follow.
Thank you. I haven't seen it yet.
Thank
There you go. Thanks from Sarah.
Oh, that's super clever. From Senro. Did you? I did call him Centro. I did from Centro. I don't know. I'm sure most of you know this by now, but I have botched, I think, at least 90% to all of your names so far. So, just...
Well, I'm sorry that it sounds like you didn't do too well. But hopefully, it's just wrong, and you're just like, this is where I work for now.
Since he still works at Amazon.
I mean, if you knew who was leaving their job all of a sudden, you'd know who the winner was.
Yeah.
How could you do?
And that would be a lawsuit. That's why I don't think... Kitsy! Ah, that's cute. Hi, Hero1616, how are you? Okay. I'd also like to take a quick aside. Every single one of you has a green name.
Huh?
Everyone's green in our chat. I think Rabbitcoon's the only person who isn't green. Something about streaming makes your brain melt and makes people forget how to read. Dude, truer words have never been spoken.
My problem is, I swear I can't see that far. Like, I almost can, but it's blurry.
Glasses.
Yeah, something going on with my glasses. Or my eyes.
Mine is
You
a
see
dark
Rabbitcoon as green?
I know, she's purple. She's the only one
She's purple, yeah.
who's purple. I thought that was very funny.
But a sculptor apprenticeship, that's really cool.
That's super
I'm
cool.
jealous.
It's a cool green.
Get something like that.
And again, for everyone who's joining us, if you have any questions on our projects or any general cosplay questions, just let us know. We're happy and we're here to answer any questions that you may have.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a bit more rounded now. I do have a couple of points where I'm going to need to build up a little bit with the wood filler.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to sand this up.
Very nice. It almost looks like a very small fencing sword. Oh, Hydra! God, it's been years. How are you doing tonight, Hydra?
Hello, Hydrolon.
I like Jessica Nigiri. I like anyone who is bold enough to make costumes and wear them in front of strangers. Like, that's
I don't
really...
know who that is, sadly.
Oh, Jessica Nigiri is a big-time cosplayer.
Don't we live
just
at an interesting age that there are big time
there.
cosplayers?
She is a professional cosplayer.
I mean, how crazy is
Yeah,
that?
she's great. She's this bombshell blonde. And she makes really hilarious faces all the time, and she just seems like the coolest cat. Yeah, no, I have mad respect for Jessica Najiri. Years, Hydra, years. Every moment away from you, Hydra, is like 6 months out of my life. Greg Psychopath. Oh, that's cool, geek. I like it. Click it. It's good stuff.
Good job with the line work.
Ah.
Devastating news. I'm not sure I want to hear that.
Are we about to go from haha to hospital geek?
Oh, yeah, I recently made that discovery as well.
Oh.
It is sad.
Oh, that is a rough discovery to have.
Texas was very hard for that. We ended up just saying, screw it, we're gonna suffer. And eating all kinds of cheese.
Oh, that's cool. I love that became a thing of cosplay, by the way, is drawing lines onto your body. I just think it has the coolest look. Are most people slightly lactose? That's a shame. I can't. I would be sick all the time. Because I can't not have cheese.
Yeah,
I wish-
it's been hard cutting out cheese.
Oh, I wish I was eating cheese right now, is how much I love cheese. First person to deliver me cheese to my house right now gets this Mozu hat, as is.
Good night, Rabbit Coon.
Good night, Rabbit. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. Hello, you. On it. I'm about to get so much cheese. Yes. I really like.
Don't bring me cheese.
Yeah, extra points if they're Baybel cheeses.
Although goat cheeses are supposed to be easier to digest.
Oh, goat cheese is so good.
Possibly sheep cheese too.
Hmm.
By the way, if you're lactose intolerant, that's a good thing to try. See if the goat
Yeah.
cheeses affect you as well.
You're so full of knowledge.
Rude of my people.
Hi, Penny. How are you? Penny. I guess Penny, I maybe shouldn't call you that. Liv, let's see. Glasses are so hard. Liv? I'll call you Liv. Hey, Liv. How's it going tonight? Hot Cheetos? Oh, hot Cheetos with cheese, though.
Oh, I don't do hot. I can't do hot food.
That sounds so good.
Well, good luck with the cottage cheese, Geek Faye.
Oh,
Full
so
portions.
good. Add a little
Either
bit of
eat it
honey.
all at once and just suffer for the immediate future, or eat it in small amounts and suffer minorly for a longer time. It's up to you.
Terrible. Munster cheese is really good. It's a little too plain to just eat for me, but I do really like Munster cheese.
I used to call it
Living
monster cheese. When I was little, it was monster cheese.
Monster cheese. Living. I like that. That's a cool
Livin'.
name. Hello? Oh, you're my neighbor. You can deliver me cheese. You'll be here in like an hour. All up in Mexico.
All the little issues make me so sad. I know that no one else can see them. I guess I'm an asshole.
Are you? You're that guy. You're allowed to be that guy on your own projects, though, I think. mean, there's always Beck. There's always Beckett. Bucket is really fun. I really like her.
Well, Geek Faye, just find the one you're worst at and have fun.
Sven's really fun these days. I was playing a little Sven. Really fun.
Hit all the buttons. That's the way to win.
If cheese could grow on trees, I'd have a forest. Amen, Liv. Amen.
Ugh. I am waiting for the next streamers weekend because I missed this one.
Yeah.
Got
It was-
approved.
It was
Everyone will
fun.
get to see how bad I am.
Alright, their string. What happened to our life? This is now our life. Mistakes
I have to
were
say,
made.
one good thing about Epistory that I was streaming earlier, it's like, oh, I don't have to aim. I just have to type. I can type fast.
It's like Typing of the Dead.
Huh?
Typing of the Dead. That was a great game.
A lot of people are comparing it to that, but it's not that teaching you to type is the point. Teaching you
Right,
to type
right.
is not the point. It's just a mechanic.
Yeah, that's just how you play it.
That's what a lot of people are comparing it to, but
That's a
it's so
great
different.
game. Granny, join. Yeah, so if you guys want, you can join. You can join my dumpster squad. I think I'm gonna start calling it a dumpster crew because party system in Gigantic they're called crews, not squads. So anyone can join my dumpster crew, and you'll get beat by people like Avalon here, and yeah, that's good.
Maybe I will have to try to join your dumpster crew.
Yeah, it's easy. You're just bad. You're just bad. Just bad and my friend.
Well, I know I'm just bad. Am I your friend?
You're my friend.
Oh, good then. You are my friend too.
Aw. Friendship is magic. I'm not that good. I just like having fun as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, you beat us pretty handedly, though, if I remember correctly. Granny is really fun. I like Granny. Granny is on my cosplay list of 2016, but I don't know if I'll get to her.
There
I
we
want
go.
to.
Yeah, this is all rounded out a bit now.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's perfect.
A little bit of a bevel on this one.
Yeah. Wow. That's so cool.
And I'm just like, what do I tackle next?
I played against somebody who was Avalon. Maybe it was blah 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 Avalon. Maybe it had a name in front of it, but I definitely played against somebody who was Avalon, and I remember thinking, oh god, Avalon's wrecking my face off.
Getting good is just a matter of practice.
Yes.
Go to the school of YouTube, learn all you can,
Yeah.
ask questions, and just go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's perfect at first. I started out not knowing how to sew anything. I could do it by hand, but even that was not great.
Yeah, it's just practice. Michelle has quite a bit of experience, and I'm getting quite a bit of experience, and it's just a matter of, like, I live off of tutorials. I know Michelle lives off of tutorials.
Yeah.
And if you just follow directions and take your time, it's gonna come out looking really well.
And don't get stuck trying to look for a character-specific tutorial. I mean, do a search. Maybe you'll find something useful to you, like as far as wigs or hats and
Mhm.
stuff go. But a lot of generic tutorials can be really helpful.
Yes. Speaking of, also, Liv, if you're interested, check out our Facebook. Our Facebook has a ton of tutorial resources as well as a whole community for cosplaying. And I know a lot of people like Geek Faye is in it, Jacob's in it, Rabbitcoon. A lot of people in this chat are in that community as well, and they're all super friendly. And again, in there is a whole big list of tutorials you can check out. It's mostly for gigantic, but we welcome cosplayers of all types and skill levels. So. You're very welcome.
And always feel free to ask questions too.
Yes.
We are here to answer cosplay questions.
Yeah. Yes, and all the
anything
links are
to
down
do with the
below.
point here is making me so nervous.
It doesn't look that thin on camera, but I have a feeling it's thinner than it looks.
Waffles.
Oh no.
It waffles as I'm sanding it.
Yeah, it does.
Sky, yep.
I know.
Sand very gently.
You know, if we wanted to cast it, I think that I'd want to just redo it in clay.
Okay.
Get something more symmetrical.
Whoa. Gross. Enemies for life, Avalon.
Ooh.
Enemies for life.
Ooh, I almost bent it.
You're scaring me. I can't watch this. I can't.
I'm just too stressful for you, aren't I?
It's just everything you do gives me a stomachache.
I didn't really cut myself today.
That was exciting.
Well, first, you know.
You could have cut off a whole damn hand. I wasn't gonna pay attention to it. Michelle is classic. Do as she says, not what she does.
Yeah.
For those of you who watched her use a bread knife to cut that originally, well, no.
Burma's done. Oh, that sounds awful. Sounds like it's a good thing that was changed. So for sanding this part, very gentle. Like you're holding an egg or something. Very gentle. I'm not squeezing at all. If you squeeze, you will snap it. Timber, don't move.
No, I can't. Michelle, please. Music for this is like really awesome adventure music. It's really fitting for your harrowing sanding right now. You can still combat as Woo, but it isn't reliable anymore. He can't. Thank God. God, woo, woo. Ugh. Woo.
I'm going to start the oven for cookies.
Cookies.
Yeah, we got peanut butter cookies from Costco. They're actually really delicious.
Oh, want it. Michelle, I'll give you this hat for cookies and cheese. So I said I want to do snowbird Taito, but that requires more sewing skill than I know. However, sunbird Taito has more an armor feel. It requires more than I can do. Should I go? I think you should go with whatever you feel comfortable working on. If you're not comfortable with sewing,
and if you don't want to learn how to sew.
yes, if you want to take that challenge, I always recommend taking the challenge to learn new skill. When
you
I
need to do it eventually.
right.
Why not now?
And when I made Zenobia, it was the first time I had ever used a sewing machine, and it was the first time I ever made a pattern for a dress and made a dress, and I looked up tutorials and I took my time with it, and I made a entire dress. That Zenobia outfit was handmade from head to toe. Not a single bit of it was a purchased dress or anything, except for the shoulder part. But so I have
Just
faith.
make sure you do mock-ups.
Yes.
Get some cheap muslin, do some mock-ups.
Yes. I would also. I didn't do that because I'm a fool, but do it because you will screw up. and that's okay. So.
I know I got lucky a few times not doing mock-ups. Like my Fire Nation Katara, I just went for it.
Yeah.
That was my first time patterning something on my own, and it worked.
Yeah,
but I got lucky.
Yep, Zenobia was the same way. Like, there was no reason for me not to have just wasted $80 of fabric, but I didn't. So it's really, yeah. I think I would love to see you do snowboard. I think that would be really cool. I don't ever.
Don't let anyone try to talk you out of liking what you like.
Yeah.
All right. Because this stuff is awesome. And when you get older, you will find more people who like the same things you like. Mm-hmm. And that's awesome too. So good on you for calling everyone who's calling your stuff lame.
Yeah. Fuck
you tell them. They are lame. Because what is cooler than making your own weapons? Except maybe making them out of metal.
Oh, there was nothing before this. Nothing. It was wire. Nothing.
I think the hard thing about Sven would be the physique. How far are you willing to go?
Yeah, it's kind of like Mad Max cosplays. Is like, well, do I shave my head? Though Sven would be really fun getting that physique because I love eating. I just eat cheese and donuts for 4 months. It'd be like working out for a costume. Like for Leona, I gotta get some abs. But like for Sven, I get to eat all day? Sign me up for Sven, please.
Yeah, I need to get some abs.
Get some...
Close to abs.
Gotta get swole. See, that's how I feel.
The abs.
Like, well, so far my prep for Leona has been drinking less beer. So, it's good.
They shaved their head for Mad Max.
That's awesome. I am so impressed with anyone who will do that. I mean, it's just dedication, and it always looks so good. I can do female Sven.
You already doubled it. You don't need to do war buff armor. Yeah. Did you summon that?
No, I didn't. And for anyone doing armor, don't feel like you have to go for Warbler first time out.
Yeah.
You can use foam. This is just simple EVA foam. You can get smaller sheets in various thicknesses at your local craft store, or you can get like big floor mat size sheets at Home Depot, Orchard Supply and Hardware, Lowe's. We get our big roll of it's quarter inch, right?
Quarter.
We get that at Orchard, and we get floor mats. It's like 2.5 or 2 by 2 feet with like the puzzle piece edges. We get those at Orchard, Lowe's, Home Depot. Those you can make armor. It doesn't have to be crazy expensive, especially if you're first trying out. And then you can move up to Warbler afterwards once you get more comfortable with it. If you just want to go for it, good for you. You may still want to look at getting some foam to back it to give it more weight, to make it look more substantial. Because I know I've seen some really amazing Warbler armor, but it looks like paper. Because they didn't back it with anything.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you. I haven't seen it yet. Thank you. There we go.
Yeah, go Liv. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with backing your Warbler up with something. Also, just for comfort's sake. I haven't made the breastplate yet, but I for sure am gonna back it with some kind of fabric or something to give it a little. You don't want plastic chafing, I'm sure. So, especially for things like breastplates.
By the way, one option for that missing arm for Taito, make a pocket in your cape and have that be your sleeve.
That way you can do elaborate cape motions.
Yep, you can do elaborate cape motions, and that way you still have your arm. You can make like a little slit on the inside to stick your hand out so you can play games. But hide it in your cape.
Yep.
If not, just make a second sleeve, put it behind your back.
There you go. Alright, or even like almost a sling for inside that suit, because his outfit's pretty loose. So you could do that.
Well, you don't need to hold it behind your back all day, just when there's pictures.
Yeah.
Honestly, be practical.
Be practical. Oh god. This thread has taken a life of its own and is slowly trying to kill
I
me.
just realized my glue is blocking everything I'm doing right now.
Or make a puppet thing. And I think you guys do not take that seriously because of the kappa. Hey man, every question. I thought, I think trying to get the logistics of having one arm is a very important thing to figure out because that could
It
lead
is.
to a lot of discomfort throughout the day in your convention.
And it is something that I have seriously thought about.
Yeah.
So,
Like, for example, Guilty Gear character Biken is another one that is armless swordswoman that you always have to kind of think about.
one leg would be a lot harder.
Yes, I couldn't quite imagine doing a one-legged character. I also can't think of any one-legged characters that are really one-legged characers.
Just saying, one leg would be hard.
Huh. Yes, that
Or
would
a
be
pink
very
leg
hard.
would be hard.
Taito looks amazing. No, I do love Taito. Taito is good. So good. Oh, sorry, geek.
Alright.
I'll take a quick picture of what just happened to my life right now because I can't believe it just happened.
What'd you just do?
Oh god. I somehow sewed my hat onto my my headset. Like I'm just at a loss. I don't even know
Was
what
it
to do.
too far down? How far down
Yeah,
was
well,
it?
I cut a big piece of string, like it's not attached to the spool, and I think I just wrapped.
Can you just undo a few stitches and get it out?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to just, I think, cut the string and just keep sewing it. Because what's nice is it's not like consistent sewing, like. But oh.
The worst is on your sewing machine when you accidentally catch another layer in between what you're sewing. And then you're like, alright, all done. Oh, right in the middle.
Every time. When I first started that Zenobia dress, I didn't even know what a stitch ripper was. And my boss was like, well, why don't you get a stitch ripper? I was like, what do you mean I don't have to use my teeth anymore? This is great!
I got myself really bad with a seam ripper.
Ooh.
Like, hanging out of my thumb going, what?
How?
Yeah, that was bad. I was working on something for a friend, like, doing it in one night. They were hanging out,
Oh god.
needed a simple Jedi robe for a trivia night, and then all of a sudden it's just like, ah! I need help! It's hanging out.
Yeah, sewing machines, man, they're dangerous.
Hi,
They're
Dylan, are you
dangerous.
talking about cutting off the arm? Is that what your
What
one
is
leg was?
happening?
Yeah, my hand sewing is pretty bad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's really uneven unless I think really hard about it. Ah, this is the worst idea ever.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen happen. Yeah.
One thing to I cut that in pretty deep. I need to fill that in. One thing to keep in mind for foam: get a sharpener. You're gonna want to sharpen your knives very often.
Yes. Get a sharpener. Just buy in a couple extra X-Acto knives. They're not too expensive.
Foam, dull knives.
Yeah. I want Motiga to produce. That'd be awesome. Oh, ooh. If we have time to, I might do it. Michelle, in her brilliance, did give us alternatives to making this huge hat, and that's like making headbands and stuff, but with
Tiny hats.
making tiny, adorable, and they're the cutest thing. And I can just imagine how easy it would be to make it out of like craft foam, and you just cut out the triangle and then glue them to a headband, and it would be so cute. I wonder. Let me see if I can find them real quick. We're gonna take it. Oh, yep. All right, guys, we're gonna disappear for 2. Hold on. Does this still work? No, that does not still work. Add image. I'm gonna show off your tiny hats.
All right. Good night, Luvon. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for the follow.
Oh, good night.
We'll be back again next Tuesday at 7.
Yeah. So that is Michelle's inspired and kids cosplay version of Mozu, with tiny adorable hats and like cool little sweaters.
Who doesn't love a tiny hat?
Everyone loves tiny hats. Did you ever do the Taito mask tutorial? That's basically what your stream was, right?
I have the videos. I need to cut them down because it's not. I don't want to put up the whole thing because it's like 5 2-hour videos. So I'll cut them down and I'll get them up eventually. I have finally gotten one of them into my video editor, so progress. Not a lot,
What?
but some.
Hey, some is better than none.
So I'll try to get that up sooner rather than later. Probably not going to happen this week, but next week and next weekend are a lot less crazy for me. So I'll try to get something up then. I'm really bad at keeping my promises because I'm lazy. I'm amazed that so far I haven't canceled a stream just because I don't feel like it. It's always been like, no, I'm busy. I'm not going to be here.
That was always my problem with streaming, is like if I was even a little tired, I was like, forget it!
I tried to blog once.
Oh, yeah!
Last a couple months, and then I just kind of, oh, it's been a year.
I wonder how I would make a voting cosplay.
I've got ideas for a voting cosplay.
Yeah.
I would humanize it, though, is the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe do some makeup. Not like crazy makeup, but like
Yeah.
something around the eyes and stuff to make it look more reminiscent.
Yeah.
But I would totally stand it up.
So there is, I have on the Facebook, there is a making cloven hooves out of your boots. And it's a crazy cool tutorial. You basically take boots, you cut off the heel, and you make your toe a hoof. And it looks just like Voden's feet. It looks so cool. But I agree with Michelle. I don't think I would make a full fursuit for it. Because you get really creative with Voden. Really crazy cool. I wonder, Michelle, I can't hear you. Uh-oh. Did she... Michelle! I miss you. Uh-oh. Let's see. Uh-oh. Michelle's having some technical difficulties, it looks like. Let's see if we can get her back. We had this problem before, but we fixed it. But it looks like it just killed itself again. It was a gigantic cosplay Instagram that showed me how to make one. Oh, Michelle, I miss you. Still got nothing. Your one came out great, by the way, Geek. I know I've told you that before.
on one of these.
Okay. We have. There you go. Welcome back. That was
Sorry, I had
strange.
to yell at my dog, so I had to unplug my mic because
Oh.
I didn't want to yell. Alright.
Did you get into cosplay? Pinterest has, I think, also a ton of stuff. A ton of tutorials.
Yeah,
Compliments of Hi Hanako.
I kind of want to do this out of resin too. I think it's just really cool.
Oh, I agree with you. Oh, excuse me. Pinterest, yeah. I was wondering, I was like, yeah, I don't think we have Instagram. I'd hope I'd know about it. But I
Little do
might
you know, someone made a secret Instagram.
Hey man, if somebody wants to make a gigantic Instagram and run it, but I don't think I'd be able to do it. But I totally encourage that.
I'm not good. It took like 5, I think, the whole weekend.
You ever get surprised, Michelle? Like, you're like, oh, I don't know about this, and then you look at it and you're like, oh, I guess I did it without even...
Oh, completely. Our Cyrus cosplays,
Yeah.
up until the moment we put them on at the convention, I was not convinced they were working. We were finishing it. The first time we wore it, mine wasn't done. I still had a whole bunch of details that I was putting on that night. But until I put that helm on and looked in the mirror, I was convinced
like,
it's
shit.
100%. And then we put it on and I was just like,
oh, okay.
Oh, this did work.
Well, fancy that.
It's not perfect. And there's a whole bunch of like glue showing in the back, but
screw it.
From the front, it's amazing.
Life-size Margrave. It depends on how often you worked on it, but I think if I were to make one, it would take 6 months to a year for me to make, and I'm a slow worker, so.
I feel like Margrave would be another one that the best option would be to humanize it.
Yeah.
Concentrate on the makeup and the details, like horns and maybe some ear things, or maybe make a helm that looks like a dragon head. But I would humanize it just for ease of cosplay and movement. I know I've seen some pretty dedicated League of Legends players who do like this Naga or a mermaid. And they
Nami?
have like
Yeah.
this like dress that's a rock and a mermaid tail
Yeah.
and like this attachment off of it with like the snake tail curling away. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Cassie.
You're not moving. You look amazing, but you are not moving.
Yeah. There's this one Cassiopeia cosplayer. I see her almost at every PAX, and she has Cassiopeia. She's a snake woman, and she has the snake's tail on rolling platforms. So when she walks, the snake tail slithers behind her. It is so cool.
You gotta wonder how many people trip on it though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I always see her like in a corner, like never on the actual show floor. She's always.
I bet she has someone who helps her out there's like over the tail. Like...
Yeah. Like,
or maybe it detaches and someone else carries it.
Though I was always surprised with how much care people had at PAX Prime. I walked around the main floors as Zenobia. Not a single person stepped on me.
I got stepped on a lot in my GLaDOS cosplay.
Oh, really?
My dress. People would come up too close and they'd catch the hem.
Oh, that would drive
Most
me
of it
nuts.
was ham, but not all of it. He gets run into a lot.
Hell no.
He swears that people were running into his shield on purpose, but people were also running into his shoulders on accident as Kador.
It's funny that happened because he was huge.
I know,
How
right?
do you...
I don't know. And it's not like he was huge, but all in black.
No, he was
He was in bright blue.
bright blue ghost armor. Like those swords alone.
Alright. Now I got that little
Ooh.
bead.
I was gonna
So
say
I need to fill it in with some wood filler. I did cut it down a little bit. Too much in one point. Here we
it's
go.
beautiful.
Yeah, I think if I were to do Zenobia, I would definitely want the tentacles coming up
Yeah.
so that people can't stomp on
I
them. I've seen some cosplays. It's like, oh, I saw you earlier and you were spectacular.
And
now
now-
someone stepped on you.
my biggest issue with her were the shoulder pads and her hip pads people kept knocking off. But nobody stepped on the tentacles. But I agree. I think if I were to redo her, I would have her not in her run animation all the time. But it worked out okay the way the skirt was. I didn't have too much mobility problems. So remarkably so. I think I got lucky. I don't think if I were to make that costume again it would work. So because I can't there
Styrofoam in my mouth.
Oh, gross. That costume is like bumblebees and airplanes. We know they can fly, but we're still not really sure how, even though we make them. We're like, I don't know. It shouldn't, but it does.
Ashling. I think I'll do Ashling again.
Yeah.
I'll just remake the coat so I can redo the buttons and fix up the sleeves a bit.
Yeah.
And then refinish and repaint the sword. I don't know if that will make a new one.
Yeah, no, I think it's better to just make better on what you have, because it's a lot of work. Or, I think if I were to do Zenobia again, I'd want to do a skin or another version of her. Would also. Though I'm so intimidated by that headpiece still, to this day. I think about it, I swear to God, once a week, I'm like, alright, how would I make a tentacled headpiece? And there's a lot of viable options, but none where I'm like, yeah, that seems like it wouldn't drive me nuts. Like that foam one you showed me looked really viable. It just looked really tedious, so I'm not quite prepared to do it just yet.
It would be fun to pull off.
Yeah.
Look into... Is it Mass Effect? There's the blue lady with the kind of tentacle hair?
Yeah, that's what I made her first part out of. I can show you. Hold on, let me show you because I'm excited. That's exactly what I did. I made an Asari headpiece, except I fashioned it to. It was the back piece that gave me a lot of trouble. Let me.
Oh. Idea. Needs to come back. Timber. Where are you?
So.
I had an idea.
You had an idea?
You know, on Face Off, how they've got that thick foam and they just carve it with like a foam knife.
Yeah.
And it's flexible.
Yeah.
Do that.
I wonder if
for
I
your
could.
tentacles.
With the back, yeah. See
You could always coat them in latex if you want the texture to match.
I do. Yeah. Oh, that's a really good idea. Yeah. So this. Oh, that's a really good idea. I'm gonna have to look into that.
You don't have to worry about how they quite fit together. You're just
Yeah.
like, make it work.
Make it work. Make it
And you
work.
don't have to order them beforehand. Just freehand those tentacles.
Oh, that's a really. I'll have to look into the. Yes.
They did it on Face Off a lot.
Oh, I'll have to check that
Just
out.
that it's like upholstery foam or something.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look into that.
As soon as you walked away, it's just like,
You know, wait.
don't let me forget it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the front part I had perfect. I had started painting it. Great.
It's super impressive that you at least tried, you know? Even if it all didn't work out perfectly. I know that the top piece looks really great.
Yeah. Like I've made a cast. I feel like if you make a cast for anything, it should goddamn work.
I know, right?
Okay.
But yeah, latex, cover them in latex.
So that
carve the things in the upholstery foam and then coat them in latex.
Yeah.
So they match. I feel like a genius. Even if it's not what you end up doing, I feel like a genius right now. Like the moment when I figured out the beach balls for Ashling's hair. I was just like, oh, you're not there anymore! Yeah!
Alright.
I was talking and I looked up and you're not there.
I'm sorry! I wanted to put it away because I don't like how it smells.
Okay.
Sorry.
I see how it is. It's
Sorry. No, Michelle, no. Michelle, no! I do like Zenobia a lot. Oh, excuse me.
Have you played anything good lately? Aside from Gigantic?
Not really. I got back into Diablo, I guess is my very newest game currently. A lot of League of Legends, a lot of Diablo. Those are kind of my main games. Nothing new and exciting though. Like I would hardly call either of those new. But the new Diablo is really fun.
Doom.
Hmm?
Who's recommending it?
Oh! I've never played it. Tell us about it. I want to know.
We played Guild of Dungeoneering.
That game is so good. It's so cute. Yeah. I really like Guild of Dungeoneering.
I don't think it'll work for my stream, but I still want to play it.
That's like the third PAX it's been at. Guild of Dungeoneering. It's a
Yep.
It's a really cute game where you basically build your own dungeon.
What else did we play? I also tried out the Banner Saga, and then I just kind of rage quit because all my Vikings were dying. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. Half my Vikings are dead. I'm done. This is like the worst Oregon Trail for me. Too many. There's just too many.
Viking died of
It's
dysentery.
Oregon Trail. It was just one little wagon. Of course, it didn't help that I jumped into like the middle of the game.
Oh yeah. No.
Timing-based semi-roguelike.
Oh, okay. I think Steve would really like that. He really likes roguelikes.
So you might want to check out Deep Dungeons of Doomsday. You can't hear me anymore.
No, I did.
Just too busy being amazing. You know how it goes.
Oh yeah.
I'm putting off figuring out where it went wrong with this.
just not even thinking about it.
I don't feel like it.
I feel like if you harp too much on it, you're gonna end up not finishing it. So sometimes
Huh?
it's best. I feel like if you harp too much on a project, you'll end up not finishing it. So sometimes you just gotta leave it for later.
Alright. So from about here to here, looking pretty good. Just need to get this bit glued on so I can round this whole thing out.
Nice.
Now this, and then I guess I have to tackle the pommel. At least I feel more comfortable sanding down here. It's a lot less precarious.
Yeah.
A lot less fragile. Still, don't twist it. Be gentle. Actually, I think I need to figure out that funnel first. This is not rounding properly. Damn. Alright.
Okay.
Where is that thingy?
Excuse me. Oh god, it's 9:30 already.
Huh?
It's 9:30 already.
Oh my goodness.
I'm really
Alright.
proud of us tonight, Michelle. Tonight is the first night we have eaten or drinking or drunk while doing this.
Good for us.
I'm really proud of us.
Alright. I see how I went wrong.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
I just went wrong. I did the wrong shape.
Oh! Oh no!
So from this profile, it's right. This way, it's wrong.
Oh.
And I don't know how I managed that.
Huh.
Mm.
Huh.
Alright, I think we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna do this.
Just do it. You can do it.
Got the knife. Making sure we're cutting the correct side. Too much knife, too ugly.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy battle theme.
I don't think. Alright. Slightly more correct.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, that looks better.
So sometimes in cosplay, you go for good enough. Actually, a lot of the time.
Most
That's it.
90% at least. Hey bud, what are you doing? Hi. What are you doing? Are you being a dog of dog-like proportions? Hi. Are you helping? You're so helpful.
Who's Ace there?
Don't you wear the hat? Oh, look at you wearing the hat. You're so good at hats. You're so good at hats. Ah. You the best at hats? Your animals will always want to help.
Yep.
I'm animals and I'm
There's
helping.
some definition of helping.
Okay, Ace. What? Ace is master of bumping my arm perfectly at the worst time. All the time, every time.
Little Shanks likes to throw his ball on all my stuff.
Aww.
Oh, what? You're cutting fabric? Ball.
Ball. Can that fabric catch ball? Because it's going to have to.
Oh, foam. Ball. What is that? Pins everywhere? I think you should throw my ball.
And you can't really explain to them, like, look,
Right.
Shanks.
A little more correct there now.
Oh, there you go. Yes, that is better.
I don't know how that went so wrong, but it did.
But it did. Just somewhere there was a hiccup.
Just like, huh. Clearly it was in the tracing process.
Alright. And our hat is looking like a hat. We're rocking
Yes,
and
it
rolling,
is.
girlfriend.
We're doing pretty great.
Nice.
Do I understand this shape at all?
So when you do this, guys, if you use batting, I would recommend a very thick needle, a big thick needle, because the first couple layers aren't going to be a problem to sew with smaller needles, but once you get into, like, I'm on the 3rd layer, and it's getting harder to sew through. And a curved needle is nice. Curved needle is easy to wind around the metal frame. So I would also recommend a large, slightly curved needle for this.
And when it gets hard to sew through, you may want to look into getting a thimble.
Yes.
They're helpful for pushing that needle through the tough places so you don't have to hurt yourself.
Yes.
I don't recommend using the end of your nail. You're going to get a needle up your nail.
Yeah. Yeah. Faux
That's
show.
torture technique. How do I know this? Better believe that you could guess why.
Oh god. Oh, that makes my stomach hurt.
It wasn't too bad. It was only a little bit, but it was enough. Actually, it may not have only been a little bit, if I remember right now.
Oh god. My mom.
It was not great. It was not great. I remembered it. I forgot that it happened.
So, I'll never forget, and this is why it makes my stomach hurt. My mom once got a dry noodle in her hand, like a spaghetti noodle, in her thumb, and her whole thumbnail fell off, and she had to go to the hospital. It was so gross. It was the goddamn worst.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and if you're curious, a hard piece of spaghetti is as good as a sewing needle. So, just,
Really, anything sharp can get you. Pencils.
fucking
Pencils
pencils.
can get you.
Pencils are the devil. Let's be real.
On my more paranoid nights in the city, I've carried pencils in my pocket.
Just in case.
Like, this is what I've got. I've got pencils. I'm gonna use them. Watch out. No one's tried it. Alright, so I've got this traced out. I've got the square for my indent. And I've got my peak lines drawn out as well. So there's a peak around the middle here, and there's across the 4-way peak around the end there. And then that square will go in. Which is going to be tricky. I think I'm going to do that first. Maybe.
You can do it. I have faith in you.
Maybe this one less. I need a thinner box cutter, but I don't know where it is right now. How many exactly do I have? 1, 2, I do not have an X-Acto knife immediately available.
Oh no.
It's good.
That face, though.
Huh?
Your face when you were bringing it up was very funny. It was really funny. I'm just trimming some of this batting to just make it a little smoother instead of sewing down every piece that's sticking up. I'm just gonna trim it gently.
You know, I bet paper mache would also work for the hat.
Yeah.
If you just don't want to, if you don't have the batting, you still need to make like that wire
That frame.
then you could paper mache it, maybe coat it in felt afterwards.
There you go.
But with this, you're gonna have a lot more leeway in case anyone bumps into it or.
Yeah, it's essentially making almost a functioning hat, which is nice. And I would always recommend going the route of functioning if you can, because you're gonna have a lot easier time walking around. Like if it was like for a.
Yeah. I was gonna say we were talking to someone at PAX who was saying their friend had been cosplaying the day before and had something hanging off the end of their hat and people kept hitting it.
Oh.
Like on purpose.
Oh, that's rude.
That's so annoying. But the more durable your costume and your props are, the less those ass hats are going to be able to do to you.
Yeah.
Also, that's why you carry emergency kits
Yeah.
with you. Keep them in your hotel room.
Yeah. Or anything that you can easily put back on. If you have any accessories attached to your clothing, fasten them with buttons, Velcro, anything that if it falls off, you can pop it back on real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's where magnets come in handy.
Extra super glue. Extra super glue.
Extra super glue, extra fabric glue is a fantastic thing to have in case you get a sudden tear. You can just did they have they had it at Prime, did they have a cosplay hospital at South?
Not that I saw, but I wasn't particularly looking, but it wasn't a big convention, so
right.
I'm sure I would have seen it.
Because that was the most incredible thing.
Oh, I know, right? Our first armor ever. We were at the cosplay hospital like every hour.
Yeah. In the words, repetition keeps that shit tight and locked down. Yep. I love Kayumi cosplay.
Alright, got that little bit cut in there.
Nice.
And things like this are why I'm going to go back in with wood filler later on. It'll help sharpen and smooth everything out.
Yeah, I use her tutorials a lot. When I make Leona, I'll probably be watching her tutorials for Warble armor, for sure. Faux show. Alright.
Yeah, and X-Acto would be a lot easier for this, but whatever. You do.
Work with what you got.
I've got like 4 different ones downstairs.
Nice.
Oh, I got a wood burner now too.
Ooh.
An excuse to use it.
Nice.
And then wood burners can be really good for like cutting in foam details.
That's cool.
Oh, we need to do it. Just make sure you wear a respirator. Breathing mask, whatever it's called.
Keep your lungs clean. I feel like that is a lost art in the cosplay community. Nobody really ever talks about safety. Like, hey, if you use this material, make sure you're not gonna get cancer in a year.
For airbrushing, when you're airbrushing, have a mask on, because that's aerosolized paint. Flying through the air. And be aware of your pets. If you have birds, don't use any Warbler or heat up any foam around your bird. It's a good way to get an ex-bird. Also, don't do this like I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
With your knives while they're open.
Yeah, don't do anything that Michelle does with her knives. Ever.
Yep. Ever. As I say, not as I do. There's a reason I keep repeating that.
And why she doesn't have any birds.
Wait, what?
And why you don't have any birds.
Yes. Plus, I don't trust birds.
Yeah, they're kind of. I would definitely agree with that. They were by far the most untrustworthy of the animal kingdom.
At least cats, you know, are out to get you.
Yep. But birds, the secret killer.
Yep. So deeper now.
I don't really care for any animal that has a penchant for liking one creature and wants to destroy anything that isn't its one creature decided to love.
I don't have a penchant for any animal that poops on me.
That also.
I have never looked at one of my cats the same since he jumped up on the chair of the arm of the arm of the couch, and just puked all over me.
Never
just
again.
No, never. It's never been the same.
Oh no. All right, ladies. All right, Jacob. Good night. Thank you again.
Good night.
For the host and for hanging out. You're awesome. We'll be back here next week, same time, same place. Don't forget to message me. Yes, I am going to message you. Thank you. I did already forget. I'll probably shoot you a message tomorrow. So, sweet dreams, my friend. Happy cosplaying. Okay. And we have about 20 minutes left on the stream before me and Michelle gotta call it in for the night as well, so.
Alright. Oh, yes, you should.
Cookies! Oh yeah, he promised cookies hours ago.
There we go. Got the holes cut in there.
Oh, beautiful. I know you were really stressed about that, so that's awesome.
Yeah. Always use a pointy knife. Don't use a rounded knife when doing little friendly bits like this. Alright, now.
So to save time, and you can do it however you want to, I am taking this and making large enough things where I can wrap it around, all the way around back onto itself, and just sewing it to itself and just sewing in spirals around the hat.
Nice.
My strategy, it seems to be quick and it covers a lot of ground. And you can pull the batting nice and tight against itself. Keeps it even, which is important.
Oh, puppy. What you doing there, honey? Come on. Come on. No? You just wanted to say hi? You just wanted to say hi? Oh, there's puppy.
Oh, puppy, so cute.
She thinks I still have food up here.
Aw, you don't want to eat foam.
No, you don't. But it might be food.
Gotta try at least once to find out, I suppose.
Alright. Can I put you back down? Yeah, I'm not good at holding you, Daddy. Yeah. I don't let you kiss me. It's okay.
Oh.
There you go. My little princess.
He's cute. Okay, there we go. Alright. Go.
Are you puppies hungry?
Oh, the magic word.
Oh, man. Oh, I watched something kind of neat. I saw it linked. Tales of a Lesbian, I think it's called. It's on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
2 episodes out now. It's hand-drawn 2D animation, and it's kind of like an animated D&D campaign basically. It's following. It's in a fantasy world, and it's just like following. Like each episode is a different hero. It seems.
Oh, that's neat.
And it's not like rolling dice and stuff. It's just like, oh, I think I'll be a hero going on an adventure.
Oh, that
and then
sounds
they do
really
reach
cool.
the end of their adventure, and then
Ah, I'll have to check that out. That sounds
Yeah.
like...
it's a little more artsy than that, but
Right.
it's cool. And there's no dialogue, at least none that we can understand.
Oh, yeah?
Um,
That's really cool. Is it like a fantasy language, or is it like a recognizable?
I don't know. If it is a recognizable language, it's not one that I know.
Right.
And I don't know a lot of languages, so I'm not be saying much. I know it's made by a European group,
I'll have to
but it could
find
be
out.
it's just fantasy. Like,
Or
it
just
could
a
be that's what
fantasy.
they wanted.
That'd be cool.
Alright.
Okay, uh-oh. No, don't do that. There we go.
Very nice. I've got a little bit of a bulge right there.
Oh, where? Here?
Your hands were on the underside of the tip. There.
Oh, yeah. I gotta trim that down. I think because we're gonna be using felt a lot of... Because the fabric's thick, I won't have to worry too much, so I'll smooth it out and then let the fabric kind of see how it goes.
So like with everything, the more you do now, the
Yeah.
less you'll have to fix later.
Yeah. So we're gonna trim this up. But yeah, I think the felt will do good to smooth it out further, just because it's thick.
one of these days, or one of these times, I'm going to look up and find out I snapped the tip off.
Without even realizing it. Alright. Yeah, I think the idea is to make a sock. A giant yellow sock. Into 2 parts. Well, I guess technically 3. Make the base. And then, because she has like a V stripe, so I can sew... So I can make it into 2 parts and then cover the seams with that, and that should work really nicely. In theory.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
My biggest issue is it currently kind of leans to a side.
Ta-da!
Woohoo!
Bottom.
Nice.
Looks alright.
I think it looks great.
It's a little bit smaller than I'd like now, but I don't think it matters.
Oh no.
You're right. The pommel on your Mozu wand is 10% too small.
10%. And you look at that person, you go, "You're a dick."
Yep.
Oh, really funny. Excuse me.
Alright, so all that's really left at this stage is carving down this bit here
Nice.
and gluing this part on and carving down this bit here. After that, I may move on to a smaller grit sandpaper just to help smooth everything out a bit, and then go on to glue whether or not I do that.
Excellent. Alright. And all I have left is to finish the second layer of batting in my giant hat croissant. And then just making the actual felt slip for it, essentially. Which I'll be getting the fabric to at some point this week, and then cutting out the patterns for the zigzags. I think I'm going to use felt. What is it called? The tape. It's not actually tape. It's
Bias
like...
tape?
Huh?
The
Bias tape, yes. Most of her lines and stuff will be done with bias tape. That way it'll just cut out the measuring, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. And I think for Mozu, the only thing that's going to actually be sewn is the actual yellow, the big yellow parts. And the zigzag in the middle, and a bunch of the other accessories are probably just going to be fabric glued, because it's going to be a nice thick fabric to do that with. Because you want to not have a lot of seams with our hat. There's not really any. Nice. So yeah, so that's the plan, is to hopefully come back with all of that ready to just be assembled for next week's stream. In theory. We'll find out. So, yeah.
It's looking great. I think we're both doing very well.
Yes, I agree. So, before you get all messy, we only have a couple of minutes to spare, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, and we'll work on our projects. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out, for joining us, for chatting. This was awesome. You guys rock, and you make this way less lonely of a project. So yeah, thank you. Again, I'm Timber, aka Sharpa Superhero, and
I'm Michelle, aka Heavenly Hedgehog. You can find all of our links and information down below. We are on Twitter, and we each got our own channels, so check us out there too. And we'll be back same time next week, 7 to 10.
All right, for the maybe final question mark. Are we gonna finish? Are we not? Who knows? It's a mystery. It's gonna be great. So thanks again.
I might not be. I probably won't be.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.